early impressions of how Johan's doing, kind of acclimating to the game?
Yeah, good for the most part. I mean, I think you see like some normal rookie stuff where, you know, now he's starting to think more. Probably gets bogged down a little bit in that process, but it'll come back to being instinctual. Yeah, I think, you know, he's done a great job of picking up everything as fast as it's coming at him. You know, sometimes we got to remember, you know, we always have to kind of slow down a little bit and kind of check how much like English he's really absorbing in the moment. But you know, we have Big Kev working with him, and there's no better coach there. So we're pleased.
In terms of just like the basketball IQ end of things, with how little he's played, like where do you see that part of it at right now?
Yeah, his IQ and feel is outstanding given his experience level. So that's innate, oftentimes, and you know, I think there's things that we need him to do more of in our system. That, you know, he now needs to kind of start like adding, but that'll come.
When it comes to late game offenses, you kind of take a big picture view of what needs to improve. What are maybe the one or two areas that you've really worked on so far?
Yeah, I think like just clock management has been one that we've been really working on, and just kind of poise and patience, understanding and situationally, like, you know, just because let's say somebody hits a three on you, you don't got to hit a three back. You play out the entire string. That's one. You know, improving our Ant Julius combination at the end of games. I also think continuing to mix up, you know, how we close games, and just a little bit more variety, whether it be Rudy Mike pick and roll, Julius in the post. You know, kind of leaning on the things that we know have paid dividends for us. So.
Yeah, you know, always wants to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
So has he kind of bought into that idea with?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, oftentimes he can then be the beneficiary of what happens next in space. Yeah.
When it comes to clock management, what sort of things, like 2-for-1
Yeah, 2-for-1s. We've got to get better at not just like getting it and creating it and exploiting it, but also you know, getting better shots out of it. That's one. You know, that's one. You can go 2-for-1 at the end of games too. There's time and place for that. So.
Of course, you have technically an open roster spot.
Yeah.
Whether you feel that or not, we'll see. But like, what would it take for one of those guys to just kind of force your hand, kind of like Luka has done in the past? I think, right, in terms of just earning a spot, I guess. There.
Yeah, I think. I think it's going to take. It'll take quite a bit, just given our cap situation, I would imagine. But there's also an open two-way spot, you know. So, and I think in our environment right now, like that's just as valuable, because we see whoever earns that will spend pretty much their entire time up here with us. So.
Coach, what have you seen from Rudy helping Joan? You know.
Yeah, it's been great.
On and off the court.
On and off the floor, yeah. Of course, they've been going to dinner together. You know, probably talk about how crappy American food is. You know, but it's been fun. It's been really good. Lots of mentorships, small tips and conversations. I think Johan's made Rudy better, just with his ability to go after him every day in practice. It, you know, brings kind of another edge to Rudy in practice that he's got with him this year. So it's been fun to watch.
When it comes to Jaden, his rebounding numbers went up in the second half of the season last year, and even while he was still kind of taking on a lot of those primary defensive responsibilities. What do you attribute that to? And, because we know that can take a lot of effort sometimes.
Yeah, I think with Jaden, it just started with focusing on it, you know. And I think he had made the comment at one point last year, like, a little bit more easy than he thought, you know, when he just like put his mind to it, both offensively and defensively. I think when he's at his best and we're at our best, he's really getting on the offensive glass too, which is obviously driving those numbers up. And we see it a lot in the playoffs. I think it was the playoff series against Phoenix a couple years ago where he really was a weapon on the glass, and I think that kind of like triggered a mindset switch for him. But you know, you've got to keep reminding him at times.
When it comes to how you want to play in transition, if he grabs a rebound, so you just have the license to
Yep,
just
they all do,
floor,
except for Rudy. Yeah. But
He'll get to.
yeah.
Listen, he may try it.
Well, yeah, he's certainly prone to that.
Just coming back on Joan.
Yeah.
How do you think? How far is he, or how close is he from being an actual real NBA player? You would say.
I think he's a real NBA player. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I think he's got an extremely bright future.
Like ready to play big minutes.
The way we're constructed, you know, he plays behind three really quality bigs. I mean, so I think patience out of the gate is key. Situational opportunities will be his pathway to the floor more than, you know, part of the rotation. But you never know, you know. So we're certainly going to try to find opportunities to play him.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah.